In this e-lecture, pitch can be utilized in various ways. Let us look at an example from present-day English first. Now, suppose someone says the following sentence: I saw a cross-eyed elephant. And your answer would be, really? The interpretation of your answer depends on the tone associated with the nucleus of that word. For example, if the nucleus is associated with a level tone, I saw a cross-eyed elephant, and someone says, really? Well, then obviously the interpretation will be something like lack of interest. If by contrast the nucleus is associated with a rising tone and the answer is really, then of course you might want to show that you're in doubt about what someone said to you. And this sort of doubt can even be increased if you use a contour tone which involves a falling element first and then a rise. So something like, really? And of course you would really agree with me that this involves a high degree of doubt. Now here is another option. Let's say your answer involves a rise first and then a fall. So the nucleus is associated with a rise and fall. Then the conversation would sound like this: I saw a cross-eyed elephant. Really? And of course you might want to express some sort of emotional involvement. In many languages, for example in English, pitch variation is used not to vary the meaning of a word or an utterance, but to express the speaker's intention in uttering it. As a statement, as a question, to express doubt, to show emotional involvement, etc. In such languages, the phonological correlate of pitch variation is referred to as intonation. Intonation can be contrasted with tone, a phonological correlate of pitch which does distinguish words. For example, to express lexical distinctions, word classes, or the morphological role, expressing such features as aspect, tense, etc. A language that uses pitch variations in such a way to affect the meaning of a word or an utterance is referred to as a tone language. Now, the simplest kind of a tone language uses two possible tones: high and low. Such languages are called register tone languages, and we find examples of them primarily in Africa, for example within the Bantu languages of Africa. More complex tonal systems are the so-called contour tonal systems. That is, they involve tones with some sort of gliding movements: rising, falling, rise fall, and fall rise. Many of the languages of Southeast Asia are contour tone languages, for example Mandarin Chinese. Let us exemplify this. Our Chinese MA student Yuxi will now illustrate the phenomenon of tone for you. So now we will illustrate the phenomenon of tone in Chinese. We have one of our MA students here, Yuxi. So Yuxi, can you first of all introduce yourself in Chinese?
Yeah, hello everybody. 我叫玉溪，我来自北京。
She probably introduced herself. I didn't understand it, but it must have been right. So Yuxi has prepared a number of words in Chinese. You see the wonderful symbols over here. And all these words can be associated with one sound segment, but they have different tones. So can you first of all very slowly pronounce all the words after each other?
Yes. The first one is yu, second one is yu, third one is yu, fourth one is yu.
Okay, perhaps I identified some tones already. So the first tone is, as what I heard, is level.
Yes.
Is that right?
Mhm.
Level. Okay. The second one, can you do that again?
鱼
That is a rise.
Yes.
Okay, rising tone. The third one,
鱼
that is fall rise.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not that bad. And the last one,
玉
a fall.
Yes.
Okay, now we only have to know what do they mean.
The first one, stupid.
Stupid. Okay, next one with
Fish.
a rise is means fish. And with a fall rise,
Give.
give. Okay, and finally we have
Meat.
meet. Well, Yushi, it's been wonderful to meet you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your wonderful demonstration of Chinese, and now
You're
you should have
welcome.
an idea about tone in a tone language.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye.
Let us